Welcome to the Advisor Source Weekly News Headlines. I'm Matt Fahr. Bruce Township continues to deal with its sewer debt. The Bruce Township Board of Trustees voted at their September meeting to loan the Township Sewer Fund $125,000 to cover a bond payment on the Romeo wastewater sewer plant, with $100,000 coming from the Improvement Revolving Fund and the remainder coming from the General Township Fund. Treasurer Debbie Obrecht said that the Township General Fund balance has now dwindled to $125,000. The 30-year bond has put the township into a deficit crisis that they have been struggling with since the economic downturn that coincided with the signing of the new contract. With construction projects evaporating and no revenue from regular tax rates or tap fees coming into the township, Bruce has been making payments any way they can, including using general fund money to cover those payments. During the meeting, the board debated raising tap fees for new homes and businesses to be built in the township. Clerk Susan Brockman opposed the idea and explained why.
So these people told us over and over again in that meeting that you do not raise tap fees. That will prohibit people from tapping in. Your money coming from your sewer system is ongoing revenue. Even if you build a house and you do that initial tap fee, say the house is vacant, they still pay a sewer bill every month. That revenue never goes away, never. So to start jacking the tap fees up now, I strongly am opposed to. We have a nursing facility on the brink here, a medical possible facility, condos. Mellon is going back to Planning Commission. They would be on the sewer district.
The intent at the time was to install 17 new taps per year in order to cover those payments, but those goals fizzled due to lack of construction projects in the township. Brockman said that 3 taps were sold at $7,500 apiece between 2004 and 2011, with 10 to 12 others sold at a reduced rate of $1,400 since then. Those funds did not come close to covering payments on the $7 million bond. The board rejected the idea of raising tap fees, but they know that they will be raising sewer rates before the end of the year to cover bond payments and service payments to the Village of Romeo. The board sought recommendations from a Utility Financial Solutions report in 2012. That study showed the township should begin raising rates in 2012 by 30%, another 30% in 2013, and another 25% in 2014. The board did not vote to approve the rate hike until a 30% increase was implemented last September, and will more than likely vote to approve another 25% increase before the end of 2014. That will make an increase of 55% in the last 18 months, and bond payments are still due until 2034. New projects have led to optimism about a new revenue source for the township, but for now, increases will be the only option for immediate results for the township. Romeo District Court Judge Dennis LeDuc has been a staunch advocate for having a new type of court set up for northern Macomb County, and last week he got his wish. LeDuc received a grant for $30,500 in order to set up a drug court at his 42-1 District Court in Romeo. In the past, LeDuc has had the option of sentencing defendants to limited types of probation or to a jail cell at the Macomb County Jail in Mount Clemens. The judge said that he has seen an influx of drug-related cases in the northern end of the county in recent years. Everything from people stealing baby formula to feed their habit to actual drug arrests for heroin and marijuana possession has increased on the north end. LeDuc has been looking for a better way to deal with the problem in his jurisdiction, since the only 2 other courts of their kind are in Fraser and Clinton Township. The drug court will allow him greater latitude to work on a case-by-case basis with his probation department. He will be able to put people under intense supervision rather than sentencing them to jail time and giving them a chance to get straight, rather than add to an ever-growing prison population. LeDuc has long said that we cannot incarcerate our way out of this problem, and will now be allowed to help solve the problem through counseling, therapy, probation, and community service programs, rather than the continued overcrowding of Michigan jails. The judge said that he is hoping to have the court up and running in Romeo by the middle of next year. Washington Township has decided to change their single waste hauler service that is set to begin next month. Back in June, the township voted to go with Rizzo Environmental Services as their disposal service for all residents, with the contract set to take effect on October 1st. Residents will have the unique opportunity to have more service options, but with a lower rate than the Republic Services, their former service company. Quarterly trash rates will drop to $35.88, with options available for yard waste and recycling as well. Residents currently pay a quarterly trash bill of $45.96 for trash pickup. Rates for yard waste will be $7.44 and recycling will be $7.22. Trash service days will remain the same, but recycling pickup will switch from weekly to every other week. Here, Township Clerk Kathy Bashirs explains how the new process will work under the new contract.
So one of the things that's going to happen is those recycling bins and your trash bins. Starting September 24th, so a week from today's pickup, if you lease a trash bin from Republic, they're going to pick up your trash on Wednesday the 24th, and they're going to take that bin, if you lease it. If you own it, they're not going to take it. If you have anything else out that says Waste Management or Boshear's Family Garbage, they're not taking that. You're going to put your recycling bin out starting the 24th, no matter what, even if it's not your week. They're going to take your recyclables, and they're going to take your bin. Your first bill from Rizzo, which you'll start to receive in the next few weeks, if you currently have recycling, that's going to be on it. But you need to call them and tell them what size bin you want. Because you can have that tote bin under this contract, or you can have a pull bin. But it's every week, not every other week. So you don't have to remember which week am I and do I need to put out the recyclables. You just put them out there.
Service discounts will be available for some township residents. For those wishing to pay their entire year in advance, 1 month will be discounted from their total bill. Seniors over 65 will receive $1 discount per month. Recycling services will continue for those residents who currently use it, and those looking to begin new service will be able to contact Rizzo and choose from 3 different types of bins: a 65-gallon container, a wheeled cart, or a regular size container. Republic will pick up their bins when service is discontinued, and a call to Rizzo will replace them when their service begins. There will be a recycling incentive program that will award discounts and special offers from local merchants and national brand products to those who recycle. The contract and rates will be in place for 8 years. The Township will continue to hold electronic and recycling events, with the next one scheduled for spring of 2015. It may be hard to explain how the Adolescent Accelerated Reading Initiative, or AARI, program works, but the results cannot be misinterpreted. At the September 8th Romeo School Board meeting, Romeo Middle School teacher Fred Costello gave a presentation on the new reading program and how it has worked so far in Romeo, in hopes of possibly expanding the program within the district. He oversees one of the few programs of its kind in the county aimed at students with low test scores or identified by teachers as needing extra assistance. The 20-week class is designed to help raise the grade level of struggling students in a short time frame. Small class sizes, expert teachers, and a different type of methodology are at the core of the program. Costello boiled down the complicated curriculum by telling the board that it is not about how to read, it is about how to think about text. The goal is not to have students just be able to read quickly, but to be able to comprehend what they are reading and not simply recite facts or names afterwards. This is done through classes of 6 to 10 students who map out portions of text in order to learn what the authors are writing about. It may come across as vague at first, but the results cannot be denied. To date, 114 students in Romeo have completed the program at the middle school, and the average growth was measured at students improving their reading by almost 4 grade levels in that short 20-week time span. Romeo High School student Jessica Blanchard spoke to the board about her experience in taking the specialized classes.
This program has helped me a lot. When I took the test, I was a 2nd grade level, and I got there and I was thinking, oh, I'm gonna get, 4th or 5th, like not even my grade. It turns out that I only had a couple questions wrong and I got 11th grade, and I was proud. Like, that 20-week class is a short time, and I skipped, 8 grades up in 20 weeks. This program is amazing.
School Board Trustee Chris Giancarli also spoke about the program and how it has affected his son.
My own child has actually been through this program, and I could really stress to the board, it's staggering the improvements that are made. He was another individual, came in, struggled his whole life in elementary, several different interventions, frustrated to do homework, frustrated to read, tested in probably 2 or 3 grade levels, like 3rd grade level, I want to say, going into 6th grade. 20 weeks later, tested out, I want to say somewhere like 10th or 9th grade, up in the high school level. So far of a jump that I remember us contacting Mr. Costello going, I think it's wrong. But he jumped literally that much. And in fact, he doesn't struggle now in his courses. He spent probably more time this summer actually reading books, and he would never read books. I'm talking big old books, 200-300 pages. It's amazing what 20 weeks did to his life.
So far, the program has been paid for through Title I money and other funds. The board will look into the possibility of expanding the program to the elementary level in the years to come. This has been the Advisor Source Weekly News Headlines. I'm Matt Fahr.